Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kids Show, and I just wanted to give a little follow-up video and basically discuss what I considered after, my crash out video, I guess you could say. My last video, I was not happy, and I think everyone could tell because I made it more than obvious, literally yelling for that entire video. But I'm just severely disappointed. But I've come to the official conclusion after, actually settling down, thinking it over, considering Nintendo's bullshit practices with the Switch 2, that I will not be buying the Nintendo Switch 2 day one. I will not be buying it at launch. I don't know when I'll be buying it or if I'll be buying it. Likely I will be buying it, but honestly, if they continue on this trajectory, I will lose complete and total interest because I just think that everything that they've done in regards to the system is it's just pure greed. It's just greed, it's hubris, and it's not something that I feel comfortable with. Now, this sucks from many perspectives. For me personally, it sucks from the perspective of being a gamer, and it also sucks from the perspective of being a content creator. You know, um, I think it's pretty obvious to say that I would have loved to unbox the Switch 2 and do that live, as well as played games on the system, tell you guys everything about the system. Like, that's easy content. You know what I mean? It's an easy W. It's a layup. I would have loved to have gone. I was gonna do anything to get the system day one. I signed up for the Nintendo thing online, whatever the hell have you. But if I happen to get an invite to buy the system to pre-order the system, I will be rejecting the option to pre-order. I will not be going to Best Buy like I had planned the day to pre-order to go pre-order. I will not be doing any of that. It sucks from a content creator perspective because there's so much things I wanted to do. It's so much things I want to be one of the first to upload and talk about, but I won't be doing that. But what hurts the most is, like, it sucks from a gamer perspective because I don't know if anyone was as excited for the Switch 2 as me. And really, I was just so over the regular Switch. The hardware just felt dated. The games played just horribly, in terms of general performance. And nobody was more excited for Nintendo to potentially take over the industry than me, in a sense of bringing back all these companies to reality with what it is to make good video games. Because that's one thing Nintendo is great at. You may not like their video games, given some of their video games maybe a bit on the easy side, but you can't deny the craftsmanship that Nintendo has with making their video games and how they know how to genuinely give their players a good time and what gamers specifically are looking for. Nintendo are great at making gamers games. I wanted to I really wanted to jump into Mario Kart world because, well, Mario Kart happens to be one of my favorite franchises. I really wanted to jump into Donkey Kong Bonanza, even though I'm not a Donkey Kong fan, but, like, I see the vision, this whole Minecraft thing they got going on with pretty graphics. I actually even like, I like Donkey Kong's little outfit that he had going on, even though that seems to be an unpopular opinion, which is fair. I really wanted to dive right into Metroid Prime 4 because the gameplay looks so good. The options between performance and resolution are something I didn't expect from Nintendo. Overall, it just looked phenomenal. And the same thing with Legends ZA. While some of the things about Pokemon games have always been kind of behind the times, the game looked really fun. The game looked interesting. The fact it was getting a nice performance boost with the Switch 2 was awesome. I will not be buying any of these cross-gen games on the Switch. I can't bring myself to actually buy and play these games on this inferior piece of shit hardware. The Switch served me well for a good, like, 4 or 5 years, then it started to get rough. Shout out to the Switch, I think it was a really interesting, fun system for a while, but I can't do it anymore. Sub 30 FPS is just unacceptable to me. But what really hurts me is that I was looking at my friends, and a lot of them ended up buying a Switch, if not day one. They pre-ordered most of them. If they didn't get it day one, they got it that first month. So it was like me and about four other homies. So it was me, Oznot, Saya Strike, Blake. Who else? I'm missing somebody, and they're gonna give me shit for it later. I know it. But it was a good group of homies that were getting the Switch day one, the original Switch. It seems as though, from what I've gathered amongst the homies, nobody's getting it day one. I think Blake was the most interested in it. Blake's the type of guy, he likes to just buy the shit day one and get it the fuck out the way. But at first I know he was down to get it. but I don't know if he's down to get it anymore. I have to follow up with him. But even if it's just one of the homies, like my personal friend group, my friends that I've been friends with and playing games with for a decade now. If it's just one out of the whole like group of people, like what the fuck is the point? Like there's no incentive. You know, Nintendo has made this system. The system itself, it's a little bit on the pricey side. I see the value in the system pricing. I see the value of the system itself at the price point, but it's just everything else after that. It's the $80 fucking games. It's the upgrades for old games that we already had. Then having you can't even get the definitive edition, the complete edition of the game, even despite paying more. It's all these weird extra payment things. It's the required Nintendo Online just to fucking use the cash button on the system. It's the slap to the face when they're like, "Yeah, you want this introductory game that nobody actually does want." Let's be real now. Nobody's excited to buy that introductory bullshit ass Switch 2 game. Nobody gives a fuck. But yeah, it's just a little slap in the face to be like, we're gonna put this, up for $10, asshole, to show you how to use your system. Like it's stuff like that, man, that I just think is disgusting. Some of the features that they introduced, I think, are absolute garbage. While I understand that Discord is definitely it eats, your power anywhere it goes pretty much, but, to introduce a Discord knockoff that is so horrible in comparison to Discord itself, and have the nerve to paywall that, I mean, why don't you just paywall Netflix behind your subscription service too? Just make it really like the 360 times where we did, happen to accept anti-consumer practices because a lot of us were 14, 15, 16 years old, didn't fucking know any better, 13, 14, 15 years old. Like, didn't fucking know any better, right? But, that's how I feel like we're being treated. Anti-consumer practices that we got over with 7th generation, I thought was a thing of the past, but they're reintroduced and in some ways made even more ridiculous. I'm just, not excited for a system I thought I'd be so absolutely excited for. It's so hard for me to justify paying for this, and, just Doug Bowser, you know, being outright disrespectful as fuck, uh, basically referencing Kutaragi's, "Yeah, we want you to work 2 jobs to get a fucking PS3. We want you to feel like it's worth it to work 2 jobs to get a PS3," and Don Matrix, if you if you got internet, we have an offline device called 360, like, just bringing back those whole vibes with his dog shit ass response. Um, it doesn't sit right with me, and the way that Nintendo is currently conducting themselves makes me say they do not deserve to be rewarded. If you want my purchase, you're going to have to earn my purchase by being respectful to me, by giving me a reasonable offer. Because what's currently here, it takes what you presented to us. Every aspect of it just takes the fun factor out of the games. The thing that I loved about the Switch was, hey man, I buy the game. The game is the prices I expected it to be for the most part. I just pop it into my Switch, start the game. I didn't even have to deal with day one downloads, and just get to playing. The Nintendo Switch, despite my gripes with it, was a gamer's gaming system. It's about just having fun, gaming, and playing with the homies. If you want to play Mario Party, Mario Kart, and just kind of leaving the bullshit out of it, you know what I mean? And I just feel like, just the constant thought of, like, having to be annoyed by the ridiculous business practices behind Nintendo, makes me not wanna care. I'm limp-dicked right now, so and this is all Nintendo's doing, and I hope that they know this. It's nothing else besides Nintendo's, greedy, disrespectful actions. And so I will not be buying their Nintendo Switch 2. And, yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I wanted to have fun. But, there's some things that sometimes there's just some disrespect that, that you can't, let go unaddressed. There's, when you gotta look at all these other nonsensical bullshit points that stipulations to just gaming. When there's too many stipulations, I tend to just say, "Well, fuck this amount." Why do you make it difficult for me to spend my fucking money? People can't even agree what the fuck the prices are for the system. For not the system, excuse me, for or the games themselves. It's like you made it so difficult for me to spend my money that you don't deserve it, Nintendo. This is a PR disaster. It's a extreme disrespect. It is a highlight of greed from your company, and I'm just not gonna stand for it. If you make it hard for me to spend my money, you're not gonna fucking get my money. There's plenty other games for me to buy. There's plenty other games for me to play. I'm really, really looking forward to Expedition 33 in in 10 days. I'm recording this on the 14th, so it's coming out in 10 days, 24th. I'm really excited for that. There's plenty of other things for me to spend my money on, something that you guys wanted. So I hope you really guys really consider the failure of your own actions. And this is an L in many ways, but like I said, from a creator aspect, there's so much that I will be missing out on. Maybe if one of my buddies does happen to get the Switch day one or week one, I might invite him on to have a discussion and ask him some questions about how the system is, how it compares to the Nintendo Switch One, and just their overall thoughts about the Nintendo Switch Two. I might ask them. If not, if they don't want to, obviously, I'm not gonna pull their arm or anything. But I really don't think any of my friends are getting it, except maybe one guy, and that kind of just that sucks, man. That fucking blows. And it's like it's hard. It's hard when you don't have like a 3D Mario game to make people like crack for. You know what I mean? Because I think that a couple of my buddies would have cracked for Mario Odyssey 2 or just a Mario 3D game in general. But yeah, I hope you guys will still support me even despite me not getting the Switch 2 day one. I know I have a long time, homies, and obviously that'll constantly have my back, and I appreciate y'all so much. But it does suck because a lot of people were expecting me to get it, give my thoughts, and give them an honest, genuine opinion. And I really wholeheartedly was going to buy the system and the games that I wanted day one, no issues. But Doug Bowser decided to open his fucking mouth, not for nothing, brother. He just pissed me the fuck off. And then watching a lot of these, and I got some pushback in the comments from my last video, and I just want to say that I called out a couple of YouTubers, Player Essence and Switch Force, and while I understand that they just have to get the system day one, my issue is, I don't have an issue with you as a creator getting the system day one. Please do what you need to do what's best for you. Even if you're one of my viewers and you want to get the system day one, don't think that I'm throwing shade at you. I'm not. I'm really not. Truly, I'm not. Do what is best for you, what makes you happy. That's a personal choice. But my problem with creators and with the cap artists that are gonna get it day one, um, it's not the regular guys that are just like, yeah, I understand that there's a lot of fuck shit. I get it. But I just want to enjoy myself play. No, it's not those people. It's the people making excuses and running to Nintendo's defense just because they're getting the system day one. It's completely fine for you to get the system, but don't bullshit us. Don't fucking run public relations for a company that doesn't give a fuck about you. Please don't. Don't fucking piss down my back and tell me it's raining. Do what you got to do for your channel. Do what you got to do to make you happy. That's fine. I'm not holding that against you. But don't fucking bullshit me. Don't bullshit my audience. Don't bullshit the people, the public. Just don't do that shit. It's disgusting ass behavior, especially that fucking dickhead Switch Force. I can't get over. I was live streaming. We were reacting to his pushback and just him having to cling to that inflation calculator because that's the only thing he had to justify dick eating Nintendo. And I'm not gonna back off of that statement. Player Essence, he's been, running his little bullshit excuses on Twitter. And I have less of an issue with him, but overall, I just don't appreciate the nonsense. And some of these creators you guys may watch, and that's completely fine. Please continue watching if you so choose to. I'm not telling you what to do with your time. I'm not telling you what to do with anything. You're right. You do what's best for you. You watch who you want to watch. They just pissed me off. And that's what it is. Like, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to back me up. You don't, it's just a difference of opinion at the end of the day. But guys, let me know what you think about the Switch 2 in the comment section down below. I'm kind of sad I had to make this video because, like I said, no one was looking forward to Switch 2 more than me, I think. And none of my friends are getting it, so it just makes what would have been such a super hyped up event into a massive nothing burger in the grand scheme of things. If you buy it, I hope you enjoy the system. I hope it's everything. I hope it's that and more for you. Hope it's worth the money. Hope that you enjoy yourselves. And I hope you have fun with your friends. That's what gaming's supposed to be all about, right? I just wish that Nintendo's garbage ass business practices didn't get in between me and an awesome gaming experience, but here we are. But if you can, guys, hit the like button. share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter at Mario Kart if you'd like to continue the conversation. Consider following my second YouTube account. It's called Gooner Fist. Trying to get to 500 subs, so any assistance on that is greatly appreciated. Consider becoming a channel member. Gives you instant access to the Discord, gets you dope ass emotes for the awesome Thursday night live streams where you guys can bully me and talk shit and have fun. That's it's a great time. But yeah, guys, I'm glad that I got to cool down and make a more level-headed video. I'm just disappointed, and I'm sure you guys can understand that. May not relate, but I'm sure that you guys can understand that. But yeah, let me know what you think about this all in the comment section down below. And with all that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.